Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio, your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio, where wisdom meets experience. Join a dynamic lineup of thought leaders, professionals, and changemakers from around the world. Dr. Madalene Chan from the UK, Mariska Dupreya from Australia, Red O'Loughlin from Texas, USA, Carolyn Heward from the UK, Zunette Lub from Cape Town, South Africa, as they share expert insights, personal journeys, and impactful strategies for success. Talking Heads isn't just a show, it's a global stage for education, collaboration, and inspiration. So elevate your knowledge, expand your perspective, engage in conversations that matter. Streaming globally, empowering locally, this is Talking Heads, only on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hello and a warm good evening to USA Global TV and Radio and to Talking Heads. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I'm live broadcast from the UK. On USA Global TV and Radio. A warm welcome to our E360 TV viewers as well. So before I start sharing today's topic, I just need to close down the energy, meaning every time frame is a frame. And within that frame, you have the people, the energy, the discussion, the feeling, the reaction. And what happens is when we go into the next frame, we need to close down that energy to make sure that we go into the new frame. So what I do, here we go. This is a singing bowl and I have a mallet and it's made of 7 different metals. And what it happens is you tap it lightly and it emits a sound and a frequency. And what it does, it breaks down all the negative blocked ions in the air. And what I generally do is I go around the corners of the house and I go on the upstairs and the downstairs. I also use it for my chakras, for the root chakra, to the sacral, to the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And then for the higher part, I use a lighter mallet and it's a thinner sound, it's a thinner shape and it emits a higher frequency. And this is generally for the throat chakra, the third eye between the brows, onto the crown chakra. And the crown chakra, you can think of it, imagining it as if it's a lotus flower. The whole point is the crown chakra opening out. So today's topic is about transparency, trust, unity, and together, because we make them reality. And what we're going to talk about is the way that these transparency, trust, and unity are so valid for today's way of the world, in the outside world and in our inner world. Take a deep breath and just relax. Transparency is required more than ever. We are in the age of transparency, meaning that if people are living under in a mask, within a mask of their own feelings, a mask of their own visions, a mask of their own reactions, a mask that's masking their true self. Because we're in the golden age, that means that, oh, sorry, my hair's going all funny. Sorry about that. Bad hair day. But let's not go there. So with going back to transparency, trust, and unity. So with the mask, it covers our true self. So that's, since we're in the golden age, which began 2012 spiritually, but physically on Earth, it began 2022, coherent to the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is about releasing our fears, surrendering our fears, and that includes the masks that we live in. We live in a mask with our family. We live in a mask with our true feelings, who we are on an emotional, mental, and physical and energetic level. We are constantly living in a mask. So we may clear these masks. Sometimes we don't even know we're wearing a mask. It takes others to remind us, to trigger us, that we're wearing a mask. Now, before, where we were able to continue with our life and live within the mask, we are no longer able to do that, because the transparency is coming through, meaning that if you are not bringing your true feelings and you're masking your feelings, or you're saying something just to make that person feel better, or if it's not truth within you and it's just raising your profile from an ego stance, the other person will know this is not a true statement. They will feel the truthful essence, because that's what it's about. It's about us surrendering to our truth, being courageous in bringing our truth. So transparency could be in relationships, family dynamics, work ethics, dynamics, environment. It could be within yourself, within your own behaviors and your own attitudes and your own observations. So what it does is, it's the year of transparency, which really is beginning 2025, is so that everything can be released, surrendered, and alchemized. Anything that is within a shadow or being covered up. And I don't just mean in the outside world, our outside reality. I also mean within our inner world, with our heart, with our true heart mind. Because right now, what's really important is our connection to the heart and the crown. So whatever we're doing, it has to be governed from the heart, then connected to the crown chakra, which our crown chakra opens up, and we connect to that higher consciousness, to the galactics, to the universe, to our divinity, because our divinity is within our heart, but our divinity is connected to the crown chakra. So as above, so below, so on earth as in heaven. So right now, what's required in earth is not about celebrities or our egos. In fact, the whole transparency of that is really coming through. People are realizing that celebrities are not as strong as they were claiming to be, as in the tabloids. No, they're just human. They have human behaviors, they have human feelings. And the gap between the celebrity and the normal person, what shall we say, is now becoming more closer. And that's because of the beauty of the world of the internet. So what we require, I'm going somewhere with this, so please do stay with me. What this world requires in the age of transparency is the visionary creators, our humble healers, and the courageous ones, the truth tellers. This is what is required more than ever now in this world. So a whole collective consciousness of the visionary creators. The visionary creators would be people that are creative in their arts, in their writing, in their performance, in their crafts, making something with crafts, in cooking. Cooking is a creative art. Even when the way that you approach life, and if you approach it with the love and with the co-creating with that love of that, what you're doing at that time, and you're bringing it through with love, then you are a visionary creator. Then we require the humble healer, not the healers that have quite an ego in the way that you have to become dependent on them, or they say this is the right way and there's no other way. The humble healer are the ones that have no real idea of how powerful they are, yet they walk this earth, and their frequency and their vibration naturally emits, naturally expands their light. So their light will overlight the shadows within someone, the shadows within a corner, the shadows within different parts of this earth. So they are walking lighthouses. They're the humble healer. And more people, as they awaken to their heart, are becoming lighthouses. It's not about what you say verbally. It's not being on a public podium. It's just knowing that you are in that light frequency, and therefore your presence alone is a healing presence. So we have to have trust with this. So with all this waking up of people waking up to their authentic self and their gifts, one has to have trust in their gifts. Let's say you wake up and you didn't have that gift before, but you wake up and then suddenly, wow, you're hearing things that you've never heard before, a very elevated hearing. Or you have a vision where you see more things, you see more into something, you see how beautiful the world is, you see how beautiful the nature is. Everything seems more colorful, it seems more beautiful, more sculpted. And that is a visionary creator. So we need to have the visionary creator and the humble healer that walks with the presence, and the ones that really have a passion within them to tell the truth tellers, the disclosures, I guess you could call them, the truth tellers of letting people know what is really going on. So therefore, We need all this as a human collective, because what we have to realize is all this chaos, all this disclosure, all this reacting and feeling, and all this emotion is, in actual fact, the birthing pains. It's the birthing pains of the new earth that wants to come through. A new earth built on visionary creators, humble healers, and courageous truth tellers. However, when we go more into the golden age, the courageous truth teller will be non-existent, because we won't need that, because everyone will know everyone's truth. They won't speak of people's truth, but if someone speaks of something that is of fake, you won't even have to justify it. The feeling alone will resonate within someone's heart, and they'll say, and they'll feel, this doesn't ring true. This is not right. But instead of pulling them up for it and say, oh, this is not right, it's good to go within and share the light with that person. You don't have to correct that person, because maybe it's not necessary. What's necessary is your own truth. That is their truth. But your own truth, you can control that. You not control, but you can feel your own truth with your words, with your actions, with your feelings, with your heart. So each day, to bring the unity of a collective consciousness right now, because we're in the birthing pains, literally, Earth is in labor, ready to bring her new essence. And we are her children. And we are going to be caring for our Mother Earth. Whereas we were naughty and we fell and we ended up just playing games and mind games and constantly stuck in this never-ending cycle of low vibration, of judging, gossip, condemnation, blame, and criticize. The lower vibrations. So what's happening right now is the transparency of Mother Earth, the transparency of everything that she's endured is now coming up for purging and renewal. So she's renewing her energy, she's cleansing and purging, ready to birth the new timeline of the new earth, which will be of love, because there's two timelines. It's fear and everything that goes with fear, manipulation, greed, control, separation, competition. It goes on and on. Power and greed. Love, abundance, liberty, peace, fair justice, acting from a compassionate heart, connecting to your compassionate soul, connected to the divine of the crown chakra, opening, bringing down the light from the heavens, from the universe, and seated at the throne of the soul within our heart chamber. So we are here to make this a reality. But before it becomes a reality, there's all the birthing pains, and this isn't just a 9-month birthing pain. This is a long birthing pain. I mean, you ladies out there that have a 9-month different trimesters of a birthing pain during that time, and then it's the actual birth, and you get the actual birthing pains on that. So she's going through her birthing pains, and this is not just a 9-month trimester. This has lasted a very long time. So we're very much at the pinnacle end of it. And she's about to birth herself. Some of us who are awakened will already see and feel her and welcome and embrace her organic, her beauty, the clean air. See a beautiful, colorful earth, full of compassion, full of kindness, full of hope. And then we have the others that for some reason they want to hold on to the old because they have a fear of change, and they want to hold on to the old that's familiar, even though they may not be enjoying and it's not working out as it should have been doing as a long time ago. What works then no longer works now. And they have to look at why this is not working now. And it's very clear. Because Earth is now split into 2 timelines. You have the fear, the old programming, and the birthing of the new, the love. We can't stay in the middle anymore. We either go on to that or we go for our heart. We lead, we love with the heart, with the compassionate soul, because the soul within us has a compassionate upgrade. So with the light that's infiltrating from the universe into Earth's atmosphere, into Mother Gaia's crystalline grid, we are crystalline too, because we're going from a carbon dense body into a crystalline body. And this is why we're going into transparency, because we are being made crystalline. And anything that's dense cannot exist in a lighter crystalline body. So Mother Earth, she's becoming crystalline, organic and crystalline. And we, as we are part of her, are becoming this too. So transparency is happening. It's here, and it's here to stay. It might be the next 10 years that it's going to take. But it's all about reaching the same place, and that is unity. Because no one's going to come down and save us. If you think that someone is going to come down and go, okay, press that button, boom, you're zapped, you're all saved. No, that's not going to happen. We have to save ourselves within us. We have to save our inner world. We find out who we really are, our true authenticity, our authentic self, which our authentic self, our true self, will not put up with lies and deceit. Our true self, through our truthful discernment, can see through lies and deceit, and from operating from the ego rather than from the heart. It's something that everyone is going to be gifted upon, whether they choose to connect or resonate with that. It's up to them. It's free will. This world is of free will. We are a collective consciousness, but based on our free will. For now. But if you can't help someone with your words and your actions and they're still not hearing, you can do visionary healing. And that's you surround them with a golden light and you picture their heart as being a beautiful pink golden heart. And you see, and then you picture their crown chakra being like a lotus flower or anything that brings expansion. And then you imagine the light going in, a golden light going in within their crown, into their heart, and expanding out. This is where we're going, in the way that some people don't like to be advised or guided or told, even told what to do. They need to find it out themselves. So by doing distant visionary healing on a quantum level, what's happening is you're naturally healing that inner person's. So you're helping that light become even more brighter. At the same time, you're connecting to the collective heart, mind, soul, spirit, consciousness of the human collective consciousness. I don't have a script, and sometimes I have no idea how it's all going to be. And sometimes it starts off going woo doo doo doo, but somehow the choppy waves seem to still and become more calmer and still and tranquil. And that's when once the waves have not so choppy, that have just quietened and become calmer, that's when you can connect to your true self, your true reaction, your true feeling. And that's what transparency, trust, and unity, because it will bring and unify us all together. Even the ones that live and have chosen the path of fear, they will find that path of fear no longer works for them. Everything that they're going for is not going to work. They're going to be stuck in a groove of a record. But by seeing those that are awakened by their true light and love and their inner world governing their external world, and seeing how they are being abundant, so free, co-creating, manifesting all their wish and desire, what happens, it goes to the collective consciousness. And because it's going to go to the collective consciousness will start to raise the spirits, the hearts of those that decided to stay in the fear dimension or the fear vibration. So we are going to help. We are helping each other in every way. It's all part of the plan. So we're going to make it reality. Just because you can't help that person, or that person is not accepting your help and they continue with their lower vibration and their ways from the ego and constantly listening to the mind chatter, you're not going to get through to them. Wonderful if you do. There are some people that are ready and they will gravitate to you. You will magnetize them. But now is not the time to chase. Now is not the time to save everyone, because everyone is not ready to be saved, because it's something they must continue in that fear base. As you live your life abundantly and you have your star soul team, you have people that resonate to you, that are of the same heart-centered, like-minded, with a strong divine will as yours, become stronger. And the more we emanate this out to the world with loving what you do, feeling what you do, evolving and growing and connecting like you do, this has a massive positive effect. A light, it brings on the light, it turns on the light to those that still want to remain in the old way, in the old system. And this is what is going to bring unity. We'll make it reality. So we have to trust. And we do, because when you connect to your authentic self, to your true self, to your inner world, your heart expands and you feel something, as if you're coming home to your true self, as if you're coming and you've arrived. And it stays with you. So this is how the world of transparency, why transparency is required from 2025, maybe for the next 5-10 years, because there's a lot of clearing and purging to do. And all you have to do, if it's somebody in your family that are continually in their self-sabotage, in a lower 3D illusion vibration, and they're not listening, just send them love. Send them love and send the light. Put them in the light with their heart and with their crown chakra. Focus on their heart, and from their heart, focus to their crown chakra, which will connect to the divine. So you're doing the earthbound heart, universe, divine. And you'll see slowly how it will change. But they'll change because if your life changes and you're living your highest emperor life, then 9 times out of 10 people say, what are they doing that I'm not doing? What is it? And that is what draws people to people. They get magnetized. I want some of that. But the thing is, sometimes we have people that copy someone's way of doing something. That's all very well. This is what we do in this world, copy. But they may copy, but they're not the original source. And because of the year of transparency, copying will no longer be put up with, because everyone will know that particular information, that particular footage, that particular something, the energy does not belong to them because it lives somewhere else. My name's Dr. Madalene Chan. Really, really, really enjoyed sharing with you transparency, trust, unity. Together we make them reality. Have a beautiful, blessed, abundant. May you have liberation. May you have abundance, joy. May you celebrate your true self. May you have 5 minutes a day at least to have sacredness within yourself and start to go on this journey. May you have sunshine. May you have laughter. May you have joy, light, love. And may you have wealthy health and financial stability. And may your dreams come to fruition. Your dream job, your perfect inspiration, what you're inspired by. And may you have received the hope and the solution that you've been looking for and that you've been feeling for as well. I'll see you next week. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I'll see you next week for my episode for Talking Heads. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye, everyone.
Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? In a world quick to judge, one book dares to reveal the hidden cost of silence. Discover Holy but Harmful: The Silent Sin of Judgment, How Hidden Judgments Destroy Relationships and Damage Lives, by Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. The Amazon #1 bestseller that's transforming the way we understand ourselves and the way we see others. Pick up the companion workbook to uncover your own hidden judgments and learn how to break free from them. Available now on Amazon and at fine bookstores worldwide.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Tracy Cram Perkins, a dementia caregiving survivor teaching how to balance care with peace of mind. #1 resource for dementia caregivers. It's the book Dementia Home Care: How to Prepare Before, During, and After. Over 17,000 copies sold of this must-have guide. And now a testimonial from Tracy Smith.
If I was to describe this book to someone who is going through a similar situation, I would underscore how important it is to have some sort of a tool or a guidebook to help you through certain stages. And there's so many, it's such an unknown topic to the average person. And to have this as a reference is essential. It's going to help you get through it personally, as well as help your loved one manage.
To learn more, go to TracyCramPerkins.com. Tracy Cram Perkins is an award-winning author. She's also the host of Dementia Home Care television show. Watch it here on USA Global TV and Radio.
Get ready to wear the brand that's changing the world of media. Introducing the official USA Global TV and Radio online store. From our TV show hosts to our incredible global guests, you asked, we delivered. Rep your appearance with pride. Whether you've been on air, hosted a show, or tuned in, we have something just for you. Visit us at usaglobaltvradioshop.myspreadshop.com and start shopping today. Check back frequently. We're dropping fresh new designs all the time. Showcase your role in our global community. These designs celebrate your voice, your story, your presence. It's more than just merchandise. It's a movement of hope, inspiration, education, and elevated listening. Head to usaglobaltvradioshop.myspreadshop.com. Your spotlight awaits. USA Global TV and Radio. Elevate your style. Elevate the world.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USAGlobalTV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.